Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another workshop by OPM Tools or Overpower Marketing. It is I, Mustafa Shahid, and we have Govind Powell with us. And today we are taking another step in the direction of understanding Ask AI, which is within your systems. So, without further ado, let me explain what Ask AI really is. Ask AI can be seen as a Claude, it could be seen as ChatGPT, which is more widely known. It can be seen as an AI system that has access to information, and it has an access to understanding what the information represents and how to compile that information, how to use it properly, and how to make sense out of it. So when we worked without ChatGPT or without Claude or without these AI tools assisting us, what we used to do was gather all these different websites and materials and assets from left and right wherever we can, and then use a mind map trying to put it all into categories, making sense out of it, and then trying to work on it to build whatever we wanted to build out of it. Now, within the last two or the previous two workshops that we did previous week and the week before that, we showed you what Ask AI can do as a social media assistant or a social media expert, and then we worked on the email part, or how to use Ask AI for your email marketing, your email needs in terms of the subject lines, the email body. And the best part about Ask AI that we are reiterating when it comes to the system that you see in front of us is Ask AI has access to the entire knowledge base of the system. It has entire access to the system. It knows what it can do. So, for example, if you want to set up emails or schedule content, it can do that for you. You can provide it the assistance. You can assist the AI, but the AI can implement all of that and then even check what the results are, what the analytics say, and how to curate it further and use data analytical tools to a certain extent to understand what needs to be done, what needs to be corrected. So, on that momentum that we're trying to build, this workshop is all about how to create courses. So, let's just jump into courses. What courses are? Courses are an amazing way to basically compile all your information about a particular topic and then create some visually appealing content around it. So it could be videos, audios, it could be PDFs, it could be infographics, it could be tools like digital calculator, so on and so forth, like different online tools that you might see. Anything that's digital that can be paired within a course, and then you can compile that course into one full lesson or full module that contains categories, subcategories, quizzes, assignments. You can even give out like credentials or badges if someone completes that quiz. And the easiest example that we see in terms of these online courses, well, apart from Udemy or Coursera, obviously they're the giants, but apart from them would be in the niche of fitness. During COVID, most people started working out at homes and they wanted knowledge or understanding on how to work out at home using their body weight. And they use these online courses to either sell that information or to learn that information, either way. And it really blew off. And that started this journey around the world, how people are compiling their information that they have, putting it into ebook, putting it into courses, and it goes just on and on further from that. So that gave me and gave us the idea basically on how can we, since we use a system, it's a digital system, how can we create a course around it, and how can our viewers, our clients, our the people within our community use this particular feature. So that landed us to Ask AI, and here we are. So let's, without further ado, let me show you what I've been working on, and I'm pretty much excited about this. So in this Ask AI prompt, all I told it was that you have the complete access to the system, you have the complete knowledge base of the system. Make me a course that is as detailed as possible in terms of the sub account, the account that we have. On the left side bar, we have different options, we have assets, we have workflows. And when we provide this sub account access to someone, and when we work it for them and when we explain them, they get overwhelmed. They have a lot of questions, they have a lot of confusions, they have a lot of, what should I say, the idea if this can be done or that can be done, and if so, how, and then how will we track it. So I wanted something that we can also use for ourselves, and not just an example to show you on this workshop. So let's start what it provided me. So first, it provided me a creation master plan. It had 5 different things that it did for me. The first thing was it researched about the entire course, from the best practices, from the URLs I provided it. So you can just search online what are the tips and tricks, or how to create the best content or the best course content there is, what Udemy follows, what Coursera follows, or what maybe Alex Hormozy or someone else follows. So you can just find that out, bring it over here, provided the reference, and it can understand from that. Then I told it to map out all Overpower Marketing CRM sub-account features and modules. It was able to do so. Then design a full course architecture, which includes modules, sub-modules, lessons, quizzes, assignments, and then design the offer ecosystem, which is the landing page, email flows, surveys, forms, and upsells. What the offer ecosystem means is, once you have the course, the modules and everything, obviously you want to put it out there so people can view it, people can learn about it. So you need a landing page, like a website page that contains the information for it. You need email flow so you can email out to prospects that they can learn about what the course is about. Maybe it spikes their interest and they will want to learn more about it. You can have surveys and forms to capture the information, and you can even use this as an upsell. Finally, the render complete would be a mind map of the entire course and the asset structure. So this is what it provided me based on the information that I couldn't find. So we have the list of modules, the names of the modules. It also have AI tools and smart automation, funnel, forms and websites, pipeline and opportunity management. Well, you see it in front of your screen. So you can see all the different sub modules it will contain, all the lessons they will contain, and the model quiz topic, as well as the assignment for each module as well. So it's a complete head to toe, A to Z, covering every aspect of each module. So if you scroll down, it gave me a detailed module breakdown. So what each module is going to be and has which sub modules it's going to contain, the key lessons and the quizzes. Then in terms of the offer ecosystem, it told me that for the awareness stage, what assets would they be, what the assets type would be, what CRM feature will be used to build it. So the media library email campaign will be used. We would need a free lead magnet, which is going to be a PDF. The asset name is going to be the Overpower CRM Quick Start Checklist. And the stage that it will serve will be the awareness stage. So first we have the awareness, then we have the capture, nurture, convert, onboard, retain, and upsell. Then moving down, and all of these are like extremely intensive in terms of the information it contains, because the more I go down, you'll see what I mean. So complete asset inventory of what needs to be created. We need video content for the lesson videos. For the module intro videos, we need the video content for the course welcome or the promo video. And how many quantity, how many videos or quantity of the assets would we need is listed as well over here. Then we need PDFs for all of these things, quizzes, assignments, funnel pages, and email sequence, and how many emails per sequence we need. Then the philosophy, it also told me the philosophy, which is a really good part about the Ask AI. It tells you the way it's strategizing the entire plan. So the design philosophy that it followed was that they're going to use, or it is going to use, the backward design framework. We don't start with content, we start with the learning objectives and work backward to design the curriculum. So it's so in my terminologies that I use, I would call it the reverse engineering model. So you look at the outcome and then you go back and start building it backwards until you reach the initial part. Then you have the progressive disclosure. So rather than overwhelming students with all content at once, materials are released strategically based on their progress, preventing information overload and maintaining engagement. And then we have shorter lessons to reduce cognitive load and create natural stopping points. And each module aligns to a single learning objective that includes lectures that cover concepts plus practice opportunities. On a side note, you can even use courses to develop your own SOPs within your internal organization for your team members as well. So you can work with the Ask AI to create you an extensively detailed, well laid out, well mapped out SOPs for your team to use and how to monitor that as well. So just keep that in mind as well. So at a glance, the modules we have are 15, sub modules are 41, so on and so forth. Then we have the key design principles applied. I'm just excited about this. That's why I'm, trying to rush forward because I have a long list to cover. So we have the key design principles applied, at least one practice activity per session, 5 to 10 minute lesson segments, and what's next. So once it had completed this, it gave me what's next or what it can do for me. So with the mind map complete, here's the recommended build order. Build the offer first, the sales page, opt-in form, and email sequences, validate demand, then record the module 0 in M1, test with the beta group, gather feedback, launch a beta version to a small group, and watch where they get confused. If they will all ask the same question after a lesson, add a new lesson to address it. Amazing tip. I wouldn't have thought of this by my own. So amazing. Build remaining modules in sequence, and then launch full offer ecosystem, lead magnet, nurture, webinar, course enrollment. And then it asks me, would you like me to begin building any of these assets directly inside the CRM, which is a special part of Ask AI? It can do that. It can actually start building stuff inside of the CRM while you just twiddle your thumbs. Starting with the course product. So what I told it was first build out the course content and the modules, sub-modules, lessons, quizzes, and assignments for module 1, because we're going to go module by module. And since video works really well, so tell me if a video is to be made and what it should show for the lesson, and if one needs to be made to be used in the offer ecosystem as well. For that, I would need the script and what to focus on and what to show on my screen. So I'm not trying to leave anything for my own mind to think about. I want it to lead me in this way. So it started working on the module 1, and this is what it gave me. It gave me all the submodules, all right? The lesson titles, the video type, the duration of the video, and the core learning objectives, as well as the downloadable resource. And then it started giving me this. This is what got me excited. I have the submodule 1, the lesson 1, which is the hybrid video, in which I have to talk for 2.5 minutes, and the screen would be shown for 6 minutes. So the total video would be about for 8 to 10 minutes. The equipment that's needed is a camera and a mic for intro, and a screen recording software plus mic for the screen cost. The screen setup before recording would be have the CRM open, logged in, with at least 3 to 5 existing contacts visible in the contact list, because we are talking about building your contact database, and have one contact ready to click into. And then it provided me the entire script. I mean, this feels like I'm in Hollywood or in some casting department of some big media channel, or even a small media channel for that. And I have the entire script with me, what needs to happen and when it needs to happen. On the screen, I need to click on any contact to open the record. Each and everything which is not within the parenthesis or with the brackets, it's to be spoken out. So each tab is a different dimension of this relationship, conversation, every SMS, email, call, DM you've had with this person, appointments, every booking, opportunities, any deals this person is part of, payments, the transaction history, notes, activities, your notes about them, plus the system's automatic log of every event. And then the screen says, the AI tells me to click through each tab slowly. I mean, if I just copy this and provide it to someone who can make me videos on bulk, or if I want to do it by myself on the weekends, I can just follow this to like exactly this, and I'll have an amazing video. And then I can even provide it the different videos that other people have made, and then compare it and refine it even further. But this gives me a great starting point. So this went on for all the lessons, and this is why I'm excited right now, because this is something that I might actually use this and create my own course as well. Keep scrolling down. It gave me a lot, and I'm very happy about it. I think it went to 1.10. Yep. So the module 0 and the 1 is completed with lessons 1 till 10. Then it gave me the module 1 quiz, which is the contact management mastery, which it consists of 15 questions. We have the question number, the questions itself, the options for the answers, the correct answer, and the explanation for that answer as well. So it's shown after the submission. In terms of the assignment, we have 5 assignments, the names of the assignment, the detailed instruction for the assignment, and what to submit. in terms of the offer ecosystem. So if I want to market it, what would I need? All right, I would need these assets that shows in the first column, then what type of assets these are, then what the headline and the subject is, the call to action, when it fires or when it starts running, and who sees it. And yeah, then we have the module one promo video strip. So the purpose is this is a primary sales awareness for video for modules one topic. Use it on the course sales page as a YouTube video, as a social media reel, the trimmed version. It's telling me the trimmed version as well. So why won't I not be excited? And in the nurture email sequence as a free demo. The video type is going to be hybrid plus talking head, hook and close, plus screen to cost, which is going to be the demonstration. The length is going to be 2.5 to 3 minutes, and the screen setup have a messy spreadsheet prepared on one side and your CRM clean contacts on another tab. See, it's even providing you these tips. I mean, maybe you could have thought of this, but I wouldn't. So we have the entire script with us. Then we have the key email strips, which contains the subject and the body as well. And I can have it changed out to custom values as well. Then module one, and yeah, that would define the module one has been completed. We have 10 lesson strips, all three sub modules. It's completed. Video type completed. On-screen action directions. So this one, the parenthesis or the brackets completed. Every step for every lesson. 15 question quiz, 5 assignment, 14 assets, promo video, welcome plus completion email script, nurtured email sequence, all mapped out. And then it asks me, are you ready for module 2? Just say the word and we'll build out module 2, which is conversations and communication hub in the same format. Or if you'd like to take anything about the module 1 structure before moving on, we can do that too. But instead, what I told this to it was just before starting this presentation or this workshop, this is the prompt I gave, and the answer it gave me would be my first time looking at it, while you are as well. So out of all the things you mentioned about module 1, which ones can you set up by yourself, meaning AI, and which ones would I need to do by myself manually? Either copy from here and add it, or do it all by myself. And once you and I have done our jobs or our part, would you be able to go in and check it to see if it all has been done correctly or if anything's missing out? And this is the response it gave me, which I'm about to show you, which I'm seeing for the first time as well. So let's see. Great question. This is exactly the right thing to clarify before we start building. Here's a full honest breakdown. What I can set up directly via API, the course shell. So I can create the course, modules, lessons, titles, descriptions. Scripts won't auto paste into video fields, so you need to add video after recording. All right, so that's something I have to do. Custom contact fields can be made by it. Perfect. Tagging architecture, create all recommended tags in the system. Okay, it can do that. Email templates, build every scripted email. Welcome number 1, nurture 2 to 5, completion, completed, ready to drop into workflows. Or I think I'll have to make the workflows, or I can do it by itself. Plus, that's a topic for our next week as well, how to use Ask AI for workflows. So this would be perfect to shift it over there. Trigger lens, create CTA link used inside emails, product offers, quiz questions. All right, what would you need to do manually? I need to record and upload videos, because obviously AI can't record or upload the videos. Design and upload the PDF. It can write the content, but it cannot create the PDF files. Perfect. What to do? Use Canva, Word with the scripts I've written and upload to media. Awesome. Workflow automation sequences. The workflow builder is visual only. I can read workflows, not build them. We can use the AI builder for that, or we can, I'll try to connect them and see if that can work out. Use my trigger logic map plus email templates I created to build the sequence manually. Funnel page design. Page builder is drag and drop visual, obviously, so I'll have to do it. It can provide me the copy and structure. The checkout page, certificate design, form builder, it cannot create forms via API. Build a simple form in forms with the fields I'll specify out. All right. Social media post scheduling drafts I write already, but scheduling requires account connections. Okay. Workflow enrollment rules. Trigger conditions need to set visually. Obviously, I'll map exactly what to set. You just click it in. Can I audit after you build? So this was the next part of the question that I asked it. it can audit the course structure, it can lesson counts, quiz questions, custom fields, stats, emails, products, trigger links. And the recommended build flow is: I build the course shell, you record the videos, you build the workflow automations, you design the funnel pages, and I do a full audit. So the bottom line is I handle the structure and I would mean the Ask AI. So Ask AI will handle the structural and content layer. Me, I will handle the visual recorded workflow builder layer. Then Ask AI comes back in and QA the whole thing. Want to build now? I can begin with the core shell plus all module one lessons in one shot, then move to custom fields and tag in parallel, and then it would go to module 2, 3, 4, and so on and so forth. All right, I'm beat. I mean, it can do almost everything. I think this might be my replacement for within OPM tools as well. If I can just show all the prompts to Orin and then he can just do it by himself. Or Orin, do you have any additional notes or anything that you would like to say? Because I'm just stumped, basically. That is the workshop for today. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, criticism, feedback, just fire it away at me.
Yeah, during the entire presentation, I was just wondering, say for example, the business still needs to get their audience, let's say. How can the AI help prepare that before the course? Like, how can they get an audience to actually be interested in their courses?
So that is something that the AI already said it provided it me. It said somewhere that you can start working building out the course 0 or the module 0 and the module 1,
Hmm.
and you run it on beta account. So basically the audience that you already know about, your friends and family, the people that you already have, anyone that you can get your hands on, you provide them the account or the course, and they just have to watch the course. And if, let's say, you provided the access to 10 people and all 10 of them have the same or similar questions about the style of the course, the pacing of the course, the understanding of the course, if it's detailed or not detailed, or if they actually do understand what's been trying to be taught. If everyone has the same view or the same understanding, then you can make updates. If everyone have a different thing that they got out of it, excellent, you can either make updates or you can move to the next one. But you know that it's so watered down and so easy to digest that even laymen, that we consider in the industry terms, that laymen can also understand this. You have the course. Now in terms of gathering the audience or understanding that there will be an audience, what you can do is you can start offers, pre-offers for the course before it's actually made, and see how many form fills do you get. So if you ever seen that waitlist method, that you go to a website or to a page and they say we are about to launch or we are about to start something, join your name or enter your name to join the waitlist, you can set that up as well. So if you say you run that campaign for a month or 3 months, maybe 1 quarter, and you get even 25 emails or 25 people who are interested or who put their name in the wait list, you can understand, okay, there is some demand to it. So you can be the supplier for it. All right, then that would conclude our workshop topic for today. But for next week, in this entire series of Ask AI, we are going to Ask AI number 4, which is going to be how to utilize Ask AI to create workflow automations. Workflows, as you may already know, and if you don't, workflows are something that ties up the entire system together. So when a form is submitted, send out an email. When a payment has been made, provide access to the course. If the course has been completed, i- send out an internal notification to the account owner, and so on and so forth. So there's basically limitless amount of automations or mapping strategies out in this, what should I say, a workflow sort of a way, that if X happens, then Y should happen, that I can't even try to cover it up like completely. But we'll try to make sense out of it using Ask AI next week. So yeah, stay tuned. If you follow us on YouTube, keep continuing YouTube, subscribe to our page, and probably you'll see our next video next week as well. And yeah, see you all next week. Bye.